Please subscribe to my channel to help me grow. I felt my heart stop the moment I saw him standing in the doorway of my old apartment, the place I had once shared with my husband. The dim hallway light flickered above him, and for a second it illuminated his face just enough for me to see the exhaustion etched into every line. His eyes were red, but not from crying. No, it was something worse. It was the kind of emptiness that comes only after too much pain has passed through one person. "Maya," he whispered, "why are you here?" Hearing my name in his voice twisted something deep inside me, something I had pretended wasn't still alive. I clutched the doorknob behind me because my knees threatened to buckle. I needed to talk," I said, barely able to breathe. He exhaled slowly, the way someone does when bracing for impact. "You made your choice. What could possibly be left to say?" His words sliced through me. Reality was merciless. Months had passed since I'd left him for the man I thought I loved, the man who promised passion, excitement, a life beyond routine. I had convinced myself I deserved something new, something thrilling. I thought my marriage had grown dull. I thought my husband no longer saw me. But standing in front of him now, I realized I was the one who had stopped seeing him. "I regret everything," I finally whispered. His jaw tightened, but he didn't move. He didn't yell. He didn't even blink. That stillness scared me more than any anger could. Inside the apartment, the air smelled faintly of the vanilla candles I used to light. The furniture was the same, but the warmth was gone. The space felt colder, emptier, like a house stripped of its memories. I stepped inside slowly, and he let me, though his hesitation was palpable. "I don't know why you came back," he said, following me into the living room. "Is he gone?" The name hung unspoken between us. Daniel. The man I'd thrown everything away for. "Yes," I murmured. "He ended it. Said he wasn't ready for anything serious. Said he needed space." A single, humorless breath escaped him. "Space," he repeated. Interesting choice of word. His voice hurt. Not because it was sharp, but because it wasn't. Because it was tired, detached, resigned. I sank onto the couch. My hands trembled as memories flooded me. The late-night messages. The stolen glances. The lies I told. The thrill I mistook for something meaningful. The way Daniel slowly shifted from passionate to distant, from romantic to unpredictable, from charming to cold. And the worst part was how long I had ignored the signs. "I thought he loved me," I whispered. "I thought leaving you meant choosing happiness." He sat across from me, his posture stiff. "You didn't leave for happiness. You left for attention. Excitement. You didn't realize happiness was already here. Just quieter." His honesty hit me harder than any accusation. "I know," I said, tears finally spilling. "I ruined everything." Silence settled between us, thick and suffocating. I could hear the faint hum of the refrigerator, the ticking of the clock, my own uneven breathing. "Why now?" he asked quietly. "Why regret only after he dropped you?" "That's not why." I paused, gathering courage. I started regretting long before he ended things. I just didn't want to face it. I was terrified of what that would mean. He leaned back, studying me with eyes that once held so much love. Now they held caution, distance, a pain he was still learning to live with. "You shattered my trust," he said softly. "I wake up every day wondering what I could have done differently, even though deep down I know I gave you everything I had." Guilt clawed at me. "I know there's nothing I can say to fix it," I said. I needed you to know that leaving you was the biggest mistake of my life." He looked down at his hands. "And what do you expect from me now?" The question was a blade. "I don't expect anything," I said truthfully. "I came to be honest for once. To take responsibility. To apologize without expecting forgiveness." He nodded slowly, absorbing my words, letting them settle. Then, after what felt like a lifetime, he lifted his gaze and met mine. "You're right," he said. "Leaving was your mistake. But healing after you left, that was my journey. And I'm not the same man you walked away from." Something in my chest cracked open. Does that mean there's no chance for us? I asked, my voice barely audible. He didn't answer immediately. Instead, he stood up and walked to the window. He stared out into the night, the streetlights casting a soft glow around him. I'm seeing someone, he finally said. The room spun. I felt the floor disappear under me. You're what? She's kind, patient, and she came into my life when I had nothing left to give. She helped me find myself again. His voice wasn't cruel. It was gentle, honest, steady, the kind of voice I used to take for granted. I pressed a hand over my mouth as a silent sob shook through me. It's not serious yet, he continued, but it's real, and it's healthy. I swallowed hard. I understand. For the first time that night, he looked at me with something soft. Compassion, maybe. Or closure. You'll heal too, Maya, he said. But not by coming back to something you broke. The finality in his tone settled over me like snow. Cold. Irreversible. And in that moment I realized the twist of my own story. I hadn't come here hoping to destroy his new happiness. I had come here hoping to reclaim mine. But it was gone. And it was my own doing.